Hello, hi. I'm so excited that you're here. I am so ready to show you some fun stuff. I am going live right now. I just feel like creating. Honestly, I literally just feel like creating. That's it. That's the reason why I'm going live right now, is because I feel like creating. I'm creating. That's it. Let's just create, like that's it. I honestly can't say anything else but that. I don't know what else to say. Like, you have to keep creating. Sometimes when you are like really passionate about something, trying to grow something, trying to build something, trying to develop something, you are going to be working a lot. Like a lot, a lot, a lot. And this has been me. I've been definitely in that season of trying to keep going, like trying to keep hustling. And that's just what's been in my spirit, is this season of like growth, this season of trying to build something that is greater than me. And I've been really sitting in that. However, I did also get that feeling of it's time to rest. It's time to come into that creative side. And I wanted to jump on live to tell you guys that, because some of you are also in that season of going, right? Like building something, creating something, trying to be someone who is different from who you were before. And I wanted to let you know that to create is life, right? Creation is life. And I'm just sketching because that's something I do as a hobby. I love to sketch. Um, I love sketching. I actually absolutely love it. It's something that I've been doing since I was a child, and I didn't know it was actually something I enjoyed until I was in high school. And I had art class, and we had to sketch something that was on the table, and it was like muscle memory. Honestly, it was truly like muscle memory. I was able to just like go into that feeling of creation and just create. So I wanted to talk to you guys and just let you guys know, like, hi, hello, hi, the art world. Hey, do you do art too? I wanted to just say, like, keep creating. It doesn't have to be perfect. Creation is not perfection. Creation is getting to understand yourself better, getting to know yourself better. Creation is understanding and going deeper within yourself, going deeper within reality and getting to know what is out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be creating perfection. I don't think that's even something that you should even be thinking about, because perfection is an illusion. It's an illusion that you can never achieve. But you just keep getting better and better each day. The greats, what did the greats do? Were they great when they first started? No. They just kept going. They just absolutely kept going and they didn't stop. That's it. You just keep creating. That's it. I am drawing. Yes, I am. Yeah, the art world, I am drawing. Yeah. So I honestly feel like creation is one of those things that we haven't been told to do enough of. And the more that you create, the more insight you get. And so if you are someone who's like an overachiever, right? You always like perfection. You always want to do. Creation is an outlet for you that can help you slow down. Today, I was called to rest and to look at all the things I have created and to say, this is good. This is good, right? Just like in Genesis, God created the world, right? As it says in Genesis, created the world and then said, this is good. You take that time to rest and reflect. That's just an analogy I wanted to bring up, because if you're a people pleaser, right, which is what I talk about in my channel, you've been told that rest is the enemy. Only rest when you are literally on the ground falling. Hi everyone, thank you guys for joining. Go ahead, share this live. If anyone you think like needs to feel this energy of like you need to rest. What am I drawing? I'm drawing an eye and an eyebrow, and this is a nose. That is what I'm drawing. So this process of creating something, it's quite essential for you to create. Whatever the way that you choose to create is, it can be writing, it can be drawing, it can be coloring. Whatever way that you choose to create, you absolutely must do it. Here's why. When you don't explore your creative energy, you are actually limiting your possibilities that you can achieve in life. Creation allows you to really explore and see what is out there. Explore and see your potential and really go deep in it, right? When you're creating, you're able to express yourself. So when you stop creating, your expression is stunted. You're not able to express yourself. So all that energy that wants to come out, it can't. That energy cannot come out because you are not creating anymore. You don't have to be perfect. Who cares about perfection? Like, who really cares? It's all about progress. And it's all about you focusing on yourself for even a little bit of time. That's what it's all about. Like, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you. It's all about you joining. It's all about you giving yourself time to do something. So the myth that we tell ourselves is that I have to be perfect in order to create. It has to be perfect for it to be a creation. But art is literally imperfection. That's what makes art or even creation so amazing, is that it's imperfect and it can have so many interpretations. What one person doesn't like, another person loves, right? And that's a model for life. You're not for everybody. You are not someone that everybody's going to love. Not everyone's going to tell you that what you're doing is amazing and they want to support you throughout the whole journey, blah, blah, blah. Some people will not like what you're doing. Some people will tell you that what you're doing is not healthy or not right. Honestly, who cares? Like, who freaking cares? A lot of times the people who are criticizing you, they're the people who can't even create anything on their own. They can't even create anything on their own. And so I think if you want to pour into yourself and start loving yourself, you must create. Like, it's non-negotiable. It's not something that you can say, oh, I'll do it later, or I'll do it when I feel like it. Like, you must create. I'm gonna just bring in the color pencils. I feel like using some color. What color should I use? What color for the lips? Maybe this color, red. Let's do some red lips. So like for me in this season of like hustle, 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 right? I'm getting called to come into this. Come into this. What is this? This is literally me spending time with myself. This is self-care for me. This is creation. Creating is healing. And a lot of times, people will tell you not to create, right? They want you to just keep being a robot and doing things, without thinking about it, right? When you create, you actually take time, you pause, and you are able to go within, go within. I don't even know what I'm drawing. Like, that's the funny part about creating is like, you often don't even know what you're doing. You're just like, I just feel like doing this, and I don't even know what the result's gonna be. I don't know. Like you're just like, okay, let me just do whatever. I don't know. It's it. Like, that's literally it. And then sometimes when you're creating, you get inspired just by doing what you're doing. So, like, I see my e.l.f. lip gloss here, the Glow Reviver lip oil. I love this lip oil, by the way. I see it right here, and I'm like, okay, I can just sketch it. So that's it. Like, that's the creation process. You see something, and then you're like, oh, let me just bounce off and do something else based on what I see. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be a perfect process. You don't have to be out here being Michelangelo, and what is it, the Sixteen Chapel? You don't have to be doing that. But I'm now going to use this as my muse or my model. That's it. That's it. Like, this is creation. It flows. It's not restricted. You're not following rules per se. You're creating the rules and you're seeing what works for you. So if I'm like, oh, I'm trying to draw this e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil. This one is crystal clear color and this one is major mauve. I love these two. So I'm just drawing what I see. That's it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just draw what you see. That's it. And the perspective is everything, just like in life. Things can change based on the perspective that you have. So the perspective that I have for this Glow Reviver lip oil, right, that's the perspective I have. But if I look at a different perspective, I get a different answer. I get a different view. A lot of times when I've been stressed or worried or anxious about something, it's funny because our nervous system is so zoned in on that issue that sometimes it's hard for you to even see another perspective. But when you're able to have another perspective on what you're seeing, now you can actually solve some problems. Or you can see that even the problem that you thought was there is not even a problem at all. Perspective shifts have helped me so much. Like, so much. You saying, oh, you know what? Um, that perspective that I had, I thought it was the only perspective, but turns out there are tons of other perspectives. I guess infinite perspectives. And if you tap into one of those perspectives, maybe the perspective of things are going to work out for me in the best possible way ever. Things always work out in my favor. If you tap into that perspective, right, then now you're able to feel lighter. You feel lighter. You feel less criticism on your own self. And when you realize that you are actually the creator who determines the decision of things, there's no fear. There's no worry. There's no fear or worry or you being anxious because you know that everything works out in your favor. So these perspective shifts, just like in art, if you look at something, an art piece, from a different perspective, you get a different, like, you get a different outcome, right? Looking at art from a certain perspective will get you one perspective, but looking at it from another perspective will get you another outcome. And that's life right there, honestly. That's life. Like, we think it's the only perspective, like the way that we're seeing things is final, and it really isn't. Like, it really isn't. There's so many perspectives in life. Um, and a lot of times we're just looking at things from one perspective. And when we expand and see things from another perspective, we see that there's so much hope, so much positivity, so much to look forward to in life. And that's it. Like, that's part of the healing journey. That's part of it. That's part of the healing journey. And you interpret things your own way too. Like, the way that you interpret something, like, I can see this of lip gloss, lip oil, Glow Reviver lip oil, and say, okay, this is the perspective, right? This is how I'm seeing it. But I can also say, I want to, like, change it. You can change anything. Just see it differently. You don't have to copy, paste, do what everyone else is doing. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. It literally is up to you what you want to do. It's up to you. You can't change sunlight cloud. You like to change everything. Well, yeah. I think part of that is wanting to be in charge and be in control of things. That's where it's coming from, very likely. And so I would say focus on changing yourself first, right? Focus on changing yourself to be the version that you like. Do you like who you are? Do you like the version that you are? If you do, great. If you don't, keep getting better. When you stop pouring energy into changing other people and you actually pour into yourself, changing yourself to be closer to the version that you like, that's when life actually does better, goes better. Yeah, you want to change yourself. Great. That's accountability right there. And you need to start by realizing that you changing other things and other people, it's you wasting your energy. That same energy, put it into yourself and see how your life changes. I promise you. I promise you. Just see how your life changes when you pour that energy into yourself. See how your life changes when you pour that energy into yourself. What are your goals? What do you want? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to create? What makes you happy? All these things are questions to ask yourself. Focus less on what other people are doing and focus more on whether or not you're doing what you want to do. Are you living the life that you want? If so, great. If not, what can you do today to get you closer to living that life? What can you do today to get you closer to living that life? I'm going to be wrapping this up in a little bit, but thank you all for letting me create here. You want to create your own house. Lack of energy. Yes, I see what you're saying, Sunlight Cloud. You can change. I want you to know you can change. You're saying that you can't change, but you can. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube, by the way. So that's probably, if you're not seeing the conversation somewhere else, I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. So, sunlight energy, you can change. You can create anything. I mean, it's really the sky is the limit, but the first step is for you to take your energy back and stop pouring it into things that don't benefit you. That's the first step. Take that energy, right? That energy, and really pour it into yourself and the things that you want and the things that you want to achieve. What are your dreams? What are your hopes? Now, every day you're going to start working towards it. Make a plan. You want to create your own house. Okay, so the first step is thinking about, okay, what does it require for me to get that house? I need a floor plan, right? I need to have the capital, the money. I need to have the land, right? The property. I need to be able to create that, what I need to do. And honestly, I have some products that helped me when I was not able to build my dream life. Basically, my book, Turn Your Pain into Power. This one is something that I wrote to help you rise from rock bottom. This was very helpful, and I can even open it up so you can see how it reads. It reads very simple, very easy. There's reflection questions. And like this one is, do it even if you're scared. If you're afraid of the next path and you don't know if it's going to be worth it, you wonder if you're strong enough to persevere. You wonder if you will actually become the person you're meant to be. I'm here to tell you that the path will be challenging, but you are growing away from your old self, right? These are what helped me, like literally the nuggets in my brain that helped me. Yes, plan ahead. Good. That helped me so much too. Like a little bit of planning goes a long way. And this one is a main character workbook. It's a virtual book, like an ebook, but it helps you, it's like guided with like things that you can fill out, everything. And it's very interactive, very engaging, but it helps you to become the main character of your life. Boundaries, self-care, talking to yourself like you matter, all these things. This is going to rewire your brain. There are quizzes there to see if you're a people pleaser, what type of people pleaser you are. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is available on my website, but this main character workbook will also help you. All these things, because I used to be just like you, right? But the main thing is that I wasn't focusing on myself, and I wasn't creating. I wasn't putting that energy into myself. And this is the self-love jar. This one has rose quartz, which is a healing stone infused with rose oil. Gonna build confidence, build that self-love. All of these, you're on YouTube, Sunlight. It's in my description. All these links that I'm talking about. But this is very helpful because even when you open it, the aroma is roses. Like there's this, it's infused with rose oil, so you just smell roses, and it's rose quartz. So all of this is about healing you from within. Because when you're thinking the way you're thinking, sunlight cloud, it's because inside within you, your subconscious, your mental state, your nervous system, it's not regulated. There's been, like you said, childhood trauma, all these things, right? Those are like memories that you are still holding on to without even knowing. And it's, guess what? It's blocking you from reaching your true potential. So this is my self-love jar. The link is below. This is also very helpful because when you're able to, like aromatherapy, right? Seeing pretty things, having pretty things, this can be your reminder to love yourself every day. This is your healing practice. The link is in my bio for those on YouTube. And then I also have the affirmations jar. This one is hand rolled jar with a lot of affirmations, hand rolled with twine. And the jar is also infused with rose oil, so it smells of roses when you open it. And this is your daily reminder to love yourself. You open it up, unroll it, and in each roll, you get affirmations or positive words that I literally had to tell myself when I was in a situation like yours, feeling like, man, what is my worth? What is my purpose? How do I get out of my own way? This feeling is not permanent. I promise you it is not permanent. That's literally so perfect for you right now. Sunlight cloud, oh my gosh. That's so perfect. Like, you need to know that this is not permanent. I thought it was when I was where you are. I literally thought it was permanent. I'm not gonna lie. Like, someone telling me this, I was like, no, you gotta be wrong. But truly, this is true. Because the way my life is going now, that I'm pouring my energy into myself, honestly, I wouldn't believe you if you would have told me it would have gone like this. Right? And how did it get to that point? It got to that point because I poured into myself. I started taking care of myself every day. I started doing daily self-care, talking to myself differently. And a big part of it, Sunlight Cloud, is that you need to stop giving your energy away to other people and other situations, other things that don't matter. So every day you read this, couple it with, your favorite self-care practice. You can read this book. The link is also in the biography. In the biography, the description. But honestly, like, you got to equip your brain. Like, you got to basically flood your brain with information that's telling you that you can do it. That's the summary. You need to be telling yourself, I can do this. I can do this. If no one else is telling you, you need to be telling you every day, right? Do it even if you're scared, like we said earlier. Energy release. You need to let it all out. You don't want to trap this energy within you, because when it's trapped, yeah, like a sea wave. Exactly. I love that analogy. Like, you need to let it out. Let that energy out. It doesn't belong with you anymore. All of this with reflection questions, right? So let me ask you, what emotions have you been holding inside that you need to release? Anger, frustration, guilt, sadness? What would it feel like to finally let this pain go? Ask yourself and write it down. Explore this with yourself. This is the work that you do that makes it so you can create that house, Sunlight Cloud in particular. Yes, energy releasing. I love that. This is the work that you do that makes it so you can create that house. You can get that thing that you want to do. You can build that life that you want to build. Like, honestly, this is it. Like, you need to put into yourself what you've been putting into other people. Take that energy back and build. And you need to pour into yourself. Do things that benefit you. Invest in yourself. Stop investing in other people who don't even care about you. Like, stop. And I know sometimes I sound like harsh, but it's honestly what I told myself and wish I could have told myself. Wish someone would have told me when I was in the trenches that you are in. Like, so similar. So you've got to take accountability. You've got to do things like creation. What do you like to do to create? Right? You're welcome. Yes, negative emotions. The negative emotions, what are they going to build in your life? Negative things. So you let go of those negative emotions. They're not serving you. You have to become someone who thinks so positive. Everything always works out for me. I'm so lucky. I can't believe how easy it is to have an amazing life. Reprogram your brain. I know in the beginning it's going to be like, what? I don't believe that. Like, why are you telling me to think like that? Trust me. Keep going. Keep going. Everything always works out in my life. Like, I'm so freaking lucky. Life is like a movie. My life is like a movie. I love this life. It's so fun. I can come on top of any situation and actually make it better. Every situation that I go through teaches me things that helps me learn how to be a better version of myself. Do you see what I'm doing, Sunlit Cloud? You're welcome. You are telling yourself things that you wish other people would have told you. But you're not needing it from other people anymore. Forget it. Stop looking for things from other people that you're not even giving yourself. Are you talking to yourself positively? No. Then why are you expecting other people to talk to you positively? How is that even realistic? You don't even treat yourself well. I'm not talking about you in particular, Sunlight Cloud. I'm actually talking about myself, like how I felt, right? You don't even talk to yourself positively. So why do you expect other people to talk to you positively? You're going to become your best friend throughout this process. Like when you are on this journey of becoming the main character of your life, no longer being a people pleaser, you are going to come out of this your best friend. And that's how it should be. Like nobody else should be your best friend. You should be your own best friend. You know? Like you should be your own best friend in this whole journey. You're going to have, maybe you will have other best friends, but you should be like at the top. Because it's like if you don't do it, if you don't put yourself first, if you don't take care of yourself, who else will? Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunlight Cloud. I'm drawing this lip oil here. Just random. I literally had no plan. Just said, let me hop on here and create because I felt it. And that's another thing too. Like, when you're stressed in survival mode, you don't really think about how important it is to take a break because you're thinking to yourself, I shouldn't take a break. Taking a break is lazy. Taking a break is, dumb, or, I'm stronger than that. I should just push through. Your body needs it. If you don't think you do, just trust it. Your body needs it. Your body needs to have that time to reflect, to say, okay, like I've been doing amazing things. I'm so proud of myself. Now let me just sit and bask in it. Let's just sit and bask in it. And I was saying, like, for this, the reason why I'm doing this, I'm drawing, I'm creating, is because my body just told me that it needed it. Like, I need to rest. I'm overwhelmed. I've been doing a lot. Now it's time to relax. And especially if you've been in situations or relationships where people tell you that if you rest, you're lazy, like it's gonna be hard for you to actually step into this resting mode. You're gonna be feeling guilty, but can I tell you something? Those people who are telling you rest is bad and everything, like look at their life. How is their life? Is that the type of life you want to live? Because very likely it's not. Very likely that life that you want to live is different from the life that they're currently living. So I wouldn't even think about, trying to be like them. Your body needs to be positive. I love that. Once I started being positive, once I started being intentional with my life totally like changed. I'm not gonna lie. It really changed for the better. So like for example, in the main character workbook, and it's linked in the description, this one, it's like it's only $22. I have it on sale, but it's like 33 pages, right? Of basically you working through your inner blocks. Because a lot of times it's blocks that's keeping you from getting that life that you want. So this one says your circle, right? Not everyone in your life is rooting for you. I know that's hard to hear. But I'm just honest. Like, that's what you get with me in my content. I'm straight up. Because all this sugarcoating and stuff, it doesn't get us anywhere. But when you're able to actually be honest with yourself, be truthful, and know like these harsh truths, like, yeah, a lot of people around you, they don't actually want you to succeed. A lot of people, oh, thank you so much for sharing the link. Thank you. A lot of people around you, they don't care about you. They don't like you, right? Like you're available to them. And I'm not talking about you in particular, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So this is a guided breathing meditation. When I printed this, my ink was low, so that's why it's hard to read. But basically it says, sit or stand comfortably. Close your eyes if you're able to. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Breathe in slowly in and out. The main character is you being the main character of your life. I paused the meditation to answer your question. Sorry. But yeah, the main character is basically you being in charge of your life. That's what a main character is. A main character is someone who is in charge of their life. They don't back down from what they want and what is beneficial to them. They're not a people pleaser. They have boundaries. They're living the life that they want. They're taking steps to live the life that they want. That's what a main character is. Like in a movie, when you see a main character in a movie, that person lives the life that they want. Sure, they have hiccups on the way. Sure, things may not always work out, but they end up winning in the end. They end up thriving in the end. And that's a main character. And so, anyone who is following my content, you are going to be driven to become a main character in your life through me and my motivational talks, right? Or on my social platforms, wherever you catch me, I'm always going to motivate you to be the main character of your life. Because the thing that we don't realize is like, when we're focusing on other people, when we always focus on other people, you're not being the main character of your life. You're actually allowing other people to be the main character of your life. And that does not sound sexy at all. That doesn't even sound enticing. For other people to be the main character of your life, that means that you are not driving yourself to reach your goals. You're not focusing yourself to get your goals. And so when you're a main character in your life, you do things like have boundaries. You do things like analyze who's in your circle. Do you feel drained after you're with some certain people? Right? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. It was so nice talking to you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much. You can change your characters. Yes, you can. You can totally change your characters. You can totally change your characters. Absolutely. I'm wrapping up now, but I just wanted to show you my face. You can totally change your characters. You're so welcome. Send me a message or, hit me up on my social platforms. I love to connect with you more. Thank you so much for spending your time here. You can absolutely change your life. Don't give up on yourself. Do not do it. You are worth too much.